All right, guys, welcome back. Turn 17. Okay, I'm seeing this. I also saw in the lobby. Our opponent has surrendered. And it's also saying that he had captured. Okay, so it was the builder here, and then he ended up capturing the retaking the city of Miao, and then we've won. Let's return to the map. I did get a message from him after this game in the lobby, and I'll read it right now. Here's what he said. I bested myself by terrible economy decisions. Also, excellent tactic with that cherub and lava pool. It was an honor to play against you until rematch. So it sounds like he wasn't happy with some of the with some economic decisions. I'm seeing an item sack here, so I'm guessing that must be where his leader was at. So we were kind of right in. We were a bit worried last turn. I was really tempted to be taking this Vault of Knowledge, but we saw the road being built here, and instead of like backtracking and wasting units, I said, screw it. We'll go here, take the ruin, and then try to like just make a run for it and be happy with what we've kind of the blows that we've made. Let's like summarize the game. I'm guessing, you know, in his message he mentioned the cherub. Is this what he's really talking about though? Because my question, like, how would he have seen that, right? And I can't move. You know, he's surrendered, so I can't move. You know, I even moved further back, thinking on the off chance that his city grew, right? Then he would, and I was standing here, he would spot us. I'm not sure. He might be talking about the cherub back here. That's like much earlier. But anyways, let's kind of summarize the game, and then we'll go to the scoreboard. So we started the game here. This is our throne city of Kabelk, and started with our leader. We hired the rogue, Esnodil, right? An elf rogue. I guess we cleared our, maybe it was production resources or scrolls. Were they around here? I don't remember exactly. And then we went here and started we took this mine and this mine. We skipped over the trading post. This is what we founded this, but we moved here. Took the outpost of Bokra by force. These were our orc neighbors. And then also the farm. Then we quickly went back. We had a settler in production, went back, developing here, taking the mine, and then trading post. And that's when we settled the outpost of Fust here. Then we may have hit the berries. Maybe we hit them coming back, but anyways, we went off this way, clearing the mine, clearing the ruin. Then we swung through the forest here, taking out the brigand hideout, holding this way. We had a quest here for some time ago from the giants, and then we also spotted the initial spawn out of the brigand hideout here, taking that out. And then, of course, we did the quest here. Quest reward, we got an ogre, and then also took the scrolls of knowledge. So kind of a nice bonus, for sure. At that time, we hired our third hero, which was a Lardo. Haven't played with this guy in a long time. It was kind of a pleasure to play with you again, Lardo the Builder. We fended off a spawn from the Necromantic Circle. We cleared the Necromantic Circle, cleared the mine, cleared this mine. Kind of lucked out here with the quest. It's kind of an important lesson. Don't be moving so hastily. And it's also good. It would be good game knowledge for any player, including maybe I need to go do my homework, guys, right? Looking up, and I think this info's on the wiki, by the way. Go on the wiki, familiarize yourself with, you know, these quest tags. Very easy, medium, hard. It may even go to very hard. This was a full stack, medium full stack, 3 Revenant infantry and 3 Revenant archers. I thought it was going to be less than that. Anyways, we moved up a bit too quickly, and we kind of lucked out that they didn't come out and attack us. But that's where we ended here. You know, after the quest and all this knowledge reward, we went down the road here. We were off this way to do a quest here with the outpost of Sekhmetra. But that's when we spotted our opponent pulling. He had a couple units here on the surface popping out of the cave, doing some scouting. So we took the fight, picked them off, went down. Earlier in the game, we had a cherub, of course. Maybe this is what he was talking about. Once again, the cherub in the lava pit. We were here. We found him. We found this, the outpost of Meow that he had taken. We kind of like took it, went back with the cherub, kind of harassing, and seeing what he had. Anyways, once, much later on when we came down here, we decided to get a bit aggressive because we spotted his army up this way. He cleared the Spring of Life, by the way. So we came down, skipped all this, didn't take any major risks, went here, killed another couple of units, defenders, harassing again, and then, I already kind of talked about it, but giving up the temptation here to take this. It was very easy. We could have done it, guys, but we didn't know. And it turns out his army really was here. So we did pull the army here in the builder like this. We saw the roads being built. Took the safe bet and went off this way to try to... It's just kind of a hit and run, right? Hit and run attack. And then he surrenders. I guess it's pretty self-explanatory from that point. There's not much more to talk about. I wonder if he may have seen this. He was talking about the cherub, but anyways, guys, we'll clear this, and then let's go to the scoreboard now and we'll briefly go through that. Look at that, the overall score. In his message to me, he was saying he wasn't happy with his economic decisions. Well, look at that. Look how he's literally 3 points down. 3 points, that's it. It's kind of hard to see the colors here on the backdrop. But here we can kind of go through. He's actually much higher than us, and then all of a sudden we popped up here. I wonder why that is. Bresgar declared war. Well, we took the outpost. Maybe that has something to do with it. Here he's the orange, so he's higher all the way through here. His overall score. Oh, then we kind of... No, he's higher. Then we pull out here. When is this? It's very hard to see the colors, guys. Maybe I should have stayed on the surface here. At peace with Bresgar. This is when we did the quest for the giants. Peace with Bresgar. And this is where we just got alliance now, so that didn't have much effect apparently. Looking at the other stuff quickly, knowledge score. He was pulling out ahead in knowledge almost the whole time here. Happiness. It looks like we're both above 0, so we're a little higher, slightly higher. Not bad on the happiness. Military, he's ahead. Maybe it has something to do with, who knows, maybe not losing units, maybe summoning an animal, right? He's playing an archdruid. Here we pulled out ahead, then we're back down. Maybe we're losing units. He's doing just fine for himself, though. Very much, he's ahead, Domain score. Domain, we're kind of on par, and then we pulled out ahead because we settled a bunch of cities, and then, of course, we harassed here at Meow, so that's probably dragging his score down. He did have an expansion, or, well, not an expansion, but he took this outpost. And that's everything, guys. Very interesting game, it is kind of... I don't know how often I've been this aggressive, and this is maybe the first kind of good example of a hit-and-run attack. Who knows how it would have gone if he hadn't surrendered here, but I'll leave that up to your imaginations. Thanks for watching once again, and I will catch you all in the next game.